Hi, my name is Tammy Dewick, and I am with the Canadian Mental Health Association Manitoba and Winnipeg, and welcome to the How to Avoid Being Overwhelmed by the News and Social Media session that we are going to be doing right now. So anytime that a new or unusual event is taking place in our world, it's natural to want to find out as much information as possible about it and to stay up to date on what is happening, especially when it impacts us personally. So it's only natural that we would want to do this with the COVID-19 virus that is currently affecting us today and our normal everyday lives. Because this was a previously unknown virus, scientific findings are changing even day to day, and new information is continuously coming at us. So it's natural to want to stay up to date on the latest findings, but we must do so with caution. Let's take a look at how to get the information that we need without being overcome with anxiety or worry or stress and being overwhelmed by the news. And also some strategies about things that we can try if we are feeling overwhelmed or stressed by what we're hearing. So there are many advantages to staying up to date on the news. For example, learning about the virus and also the recommendations that are put out there by health authorities can help keep us safe and healthy. We can gain a sense of control with knowing that information in these uncertain times. And it can give us confidence too that we are doing everything possible to stay safe and healthy. All of these things can give us a sense of peace during this difficult time. But when we're trying to keep up with the news, it's also important to do so with caution, because spending too much time watching or listening to the news or spending too much time on social media can also have a negative effect on us. It can start to become all that we think about and take over our lives. We can feel overwhelmed by what we're hearing, all of the information that's coming at us and from different sources. We may be afraid or anxious. Being immersed in negative news can contribute to depression and also a pessimistic viewpoint. And we may be left feeling helpless and overwhelmed. Furthermore, all of the news we come across is not accurate, and we need to be careful about the sources because we can also become misinformed. So all of this can be part of saturation coverage. Saturation coverage occurs with different media sources providing news on the same topic repeatedly, and that's really what we're experiencing with COVID-19. Health communication expert Dr. Kasisomaya Viswanath from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health states that if I am reading newspapers, if I am watching TV, if I am also following social media, then what I am experiencing is saturation coverage. And that's where I begin to feel that the sky is falling. At this point, we are no longer simply getting the information that we need or relevant facts from medical experts. We are now immersing ourselves in the situation and not giving ourselves a chance to breathe, to look critically at the information, or even to put it into perspective. Dr. Viswanath recommends that we do not follow daily developments or scientific findings that are put out there. It's important to keep in mind what he says here, that knowledge is always partial, and scientific findings change all the time, especially in an emergent crisis like this, when facts are only partially available and they are emerging every day. Most scientific developments day in and day out are not relevant to you. What is relevant to you is actionable information. What can you do? That's all you need to know. What can you do in your day-to-day life? Now, knowing what we can do can give us a sense of control during this time, especially when everything seems so uncertain. It can calm our fears and anxieties. So things like social distancing, only leaving the house when we need to, fewer grocery trips, washing our hands. Knowing these recommendations and knowing these things we can do to keep safe can give us that sense of calm and sense of confidence that we are doing what we can. And knowing recommendations like this are not only helpful, but it doesn't require much time to find these things out. Spending more time than we need to in the news or on social media can have a negative effect on us. Dr. Craig Sawchuk from the Mayo Clinic, he's a psychologist, he states that at some point it can actually be too much of a good thing. And that's whether we are on social media or regular media channels, so the news, that we establish some limits. He actually recommends that people spend about 15 to 30 minutes once or twice a day catching up on the news. So again, that's 15 to 30 minutes, just once or twice a day. And he says that can usually help get you to a point where you feel informed enough, but not too informed where it can induce more stress and anxiety. And that's really what we want to avoid. So 15 to 30 minutes, once or twice a day, maybe even only every other day. And this can really help prevent us from being overwhelmed by all of the news that is out there. It's also important to make sure that our news sources are reliable and trustworthy. So don't believe everything you see or everything you hear or read. We need to take a look at where the information is coming from. And during public health emergencies like we're experiencing right now, our best source of information and recommendations are public health authorities. So this would be either the Public Health Agency of Canada or World Health Organization. So those are the sites or the news sources that we want to be checking or listening to. The information provided by these organizations is evidence-based and includes the most up-to-date information available as well. And it's information that we can trust. So I highly recommend that when you go to find more information or to find out what the latest news is and what is happening, that you go look at these sources. Now, when you are reading, watching, or listening to the news or social media, it's easy to get caught up in all the details and all the information that really is not important. And this also contributes to a sense of feeling overwhelmed. And it can also cause us to blow things out of proportion, to start thinking worst case scenarios. So it's important to focus only on what is relevant to you and what you can do, what affects you. So try not to catastrophize or think about those worst case scenarios, because it's really easy to fall into that kind of thinking during times of crisis and uncertainty like we're experiencing. Spending too much time on social media or in the news will only increase this kind of thinking, which will do nothing but harm our mental health and increase stress, fear, and anxiety. And we really want to avoid that. Sticking to the facts and recommendations that are relevant to us will discourage this kind of thinking and can help us remain realistic about current events and optimistic about the outcome. Now, if you do find yourself catastrophizing or thinking of those worst case scenarios, feeling stressed, anxious, or fearful, take a break. Take a break from the news and the social media. Step away from all of that. Maybe turn your phone off, put it away somewhere. Make sure your TV's turned off. Turn off any alerts. And in fact, take a break even if you aren't feeling stress or anxiety or fear or overwhelmed. Because spending too much time on the news or social media really is not beneficial for us and can really only cause negative effects if we spend too much time. We want to take the best care possible of ourselves, and that may require even more effort during difficult times that we're experiencing. So make it easy on yourself. Don't constantly feed your brain with information and images that will only drag you down or put those negative images in your mind. Try to stay positive and optimistic. Now, optimism is not about ignoring and denying negative emotions or seeing the world with rose-colored glasses. It's actually hopefulness and confidence that about the future or the successful outcome of something. Staying positive doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means that even on hard days, you know better ones are coming. And I love that little quote there. Staying positive doesn't mean you have to be positive all the time or happy all the time. It means that even on the hard days, you know better ones are coming. Now, this may be a really difficult time for you, but you can handle this. You can get through this. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you think. And you are not alone. So help yourself out. Get the facts and the recommendations that you need, and then focus on other things in your life. Distract yourself from that constant news feed. Do things that you enjoy and that build you up, that make you feel good. Spend time with the people and the pets in your life. Focus on your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being. Watch a movie, go read a book, do a craft, do a puzzle. Get outside, the fresh air can do wonders. Take a walk. Try a new recipe, bake, write a letter to somebody, make music, listen to music, whatever it is that you enjoy, or try something new even. In fact, Dr. Viswanathan suggests perhaps stepping away from social media altogether, as it isn't going to add anything to you, unless it's helpful for you as a way to connect with people in your life. He says if you want to use social media just to stay in touch with people, say hello to them, say hello to the loved ones, but stop there. And this can, again, help us to avoid those feelings of being overwhelmed, of being anxious, of being fearful, and to avoid that negative thinking. Now, to help build some positivity in your life, try asking yourself these questions each day. What am I grateful for today? Who am I checking in on, or who am I connecting with today? What expectations of normal am I letting go of today? How am I getting outside today? How am I moving my body today? What beauty am I either creating, cultivating, or inviting in today? Now, this list seems overwhelming to do all of these things in one day. That's okay. Just pick one of these to start with each day. So, to limit the time that we spend on social media and the news, we want to focus on building this positivity in our life. And those questions can really help you to do that. They can give you direction and some ideas in knowing how to build positivity into your life. Or as author Roy T. Bennett says, instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create instead. He also says that you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control the way you think about all the events. You always have a choice. You can choose to face them with a positive mental attitude. And that's really what we want to strive for. And that's really what will contribute to overall wellness in us. So try to hold on to a positive outlook. And on the hard days, remember, there are better days coming. So thank you very much for joining me today. And also I wanted to mention that if you are struggling right now, if you'd like to reach out for some support or information, try one of these numbers or both of the numbers that I have here on the screen here. So we have the Service Navigation Hub at the Canadian Mental Health Association, and they can provide some assistance and support to you, also some information about resources if you're looking. And then we also have our peer support services. So if you just need somebody to talk to, you can call that line at either of these numbers. Just leave a message and someone will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, thank you very much for your time, and I hope that you have a great day.